Hey legends, what's happening? So today, more Netflix. So legends, welcome back to the channel. This is another little movie review here. This is Extraction on Netflix. Now this has been sitting on my watch list for a while now. Like, it's not that long out, but it's been out long enough that I really should have had this done before now. Stars Chris Hemsworth and a whole load of different people in it that I'm not going to attempt to pronounce a lot of their names. But David Harbour pops up in here. Sam Hargrave is in there too. There's quite a few names that I literally have got no hope in actually pronouncing properly, so I'm not going to insult them by trying. This movie is about, I'm just going to read the synopsis here off the phone. A black market mercenary who has nothing to lose is hired to rescue the kidnapped son of an imprisoned international crime lord. But in the murky underworld of weapons dealers and drug traffickers, an already deadly mission approaches the impossible. Now this is going to be a swift little thoughts on the movie. It's not going to be a spoilers review because, you know, it would actually really destroy this movie for you. But it is one of these ones that starts off at the end, you know, and then jumps back to like 2 days previous and tells the story leading up to this part that you've seen at the start of the film. Now if you're eagle-eyed, like, well, I like to think of myself as being eagle-eyed with watching movies even though I wear glasses. If you're the sort of person that knows movies and kind of knows where they're going to go with the sort of things that they try to pull off as far as storytelling goes, at the beginning of this one I was pretty much convinced in the opening couple of minutes of the film I know how this is going to finish off. But again, it's a basic enough story. This kid gets kidnapped by a crime lord who's the son of another crime lord, and it's this mercenary and his team that's sent in to try and rescue this guy or this kid. And it's basically, you know, the whole film is basically just get the kid, get out, back to safety. Plain and simple, you know, should be easy going. And I was literally the whole way through it, for at least the first 25 minutes to half hour, I was kind of like, this is going to be very, very predictable. But in getting to the end of the film and that sequence they showed you at the very beginning of the movie, how they get there is so well done and so flippin' interesting, and a nice couple of little twists thrown in there along the way. David Harbour in here is absolutely brilliant as well. Chris Hemsworth is phenomenal in this movie. The action sequences in this are unbelievably well done. I was just like, you know, there's so many stunts in this movie where you're thinking to yourself, okay, stunt double or not, that guy's sore. You know, they don't pull their punches in it. Really, it's just, it's brittle. It is really brittle. As far as filming goes for this movie, it is unbelievable. There's a car chase sequence at one point through the city, and the camera work and that alone, there's a whole sequence of this car chase, and it just seems to be one continuous take. And if, you know, there was cuts on there, they're very, very well hidden. It's like the camera is out in the street, you see this car coming flying down, and Hemsworth's in it with the kid, and the camera goes in through the back window and then like into the back seat, and it's looking through between the heads of him driving and this kid sitting in here. So the car screeches up, skids, camera goes in, off the car goes, and this movement happens a couple of times, goes out of the car and back, and again, it's phenomenally well done from a filmmaking perspective. It's absolutely beautiful. And again, by the end of the film, it's just so satisfying on how they get to that ending. And there's a little bit at the tail end of the film that I wasn't expecting to happen, but I'm not going to ruin that for you. Just trust me when I say this. Extraction, it's not going to be a waste of your time to watch this movie, and if you are as ignorant as I was at the start of this movie and thinking, I know where they're going with this, I have it all figured out, chances are you don't. So please, go check it out, sit down, watch it, enjoy it, and just ingest its goodness through your eyeball sockets.